just gonna spit on this one. Yo. Hey. I don't get writer's block, I just write them out. I'm crisp like a Sprite when it's hot. This and you might just get dropped. Like it or not, I'm a likable guy, I'm psyching them out. I was fighting in lots while you were just cycling thoughts. You a dyke in the box, so now listen. The way you pitching, you gon' need more than a mound visit. You sound timid and I don't kick it with round midgets. That hound misses, I found this is the way losers acting around misfits. Pound for pound, I'm the listing. You can bounce and get dismissed, clown, get this. Couldn't walk a mile wearing my Fitbit. Competition is non-existent, and you ain't worth the honorable mention. It hurts cause you don't wanna listen. Certainly I'm on a mission. Bone picking lame cats with face tats that I can't tell the difference in. Splitting images, depicting sentiments and lifestyles they never lived within. These cats are children, men, depending on ill wills and pills again. Tell me I don't wanna sell, because it's on my own terms. W or L, whether I succeed or fail. No plan to see you in hell. He can tell, stick around or he can bail. It don't matter to me cause I'ma eat as well. You can get yours in, it's important. I'ma get mine, not interdependent, cause wealth is not a fixed pie. Meaning you blaming your lack of success on another while you sit and do nothing is for losers and suckers, my brother. Man, just sitting here thinking, if I could just like rap like that every single track, I thoroughly enjoy rap a lot more than what I do now. It seems like so many cats really have downgraded in terms of rhyme schemes and lyricism, but let's get back into it. I'm more than a rare exception, you can't compare him. I'm fly as Tuskegee Airman. My patience is as thin as her pens. You find a sucker cat that's talking smack and I'll just dare him. Come at me sideways, attacking, I'm pushing back your chin. I know you sour, you adhere to fear, and I'm overpowered like Jiren or Beerus. You delirious, seriously, you a joke or high of Oxycontin. Better yet, you a moron and knock the Oxycontin, not the likes of mine. I remember sitting back laughing, hoping that I get signed. Now I own my own tracks, riding waves of the hypermind. Popular and dirt poor broke, that ain't my type of grind. If I got starter talent, then why would I wanna ride the pine? Pipe it down, listen closely. I'm on the floor, you in the nosebleeds. That's cause I spent my days with no sleep. You fools know me, and low-key, you little bro sheep. A little bo peep, you like a vicious dog with no teeth. And I'm an animal that's off the handle, standing on the mantle. Rap game, John Randall, opposition manhandle. You can't light a dang candle on a sandhill with 20 matches and a handbill. You ain't got nan skill. You see these jokers, yeah, they mediocre. Don't get your hopes up, a contradiction like an old pup. I'm pulling cards like Ilyasova from deep playing Minnesota. Indeed, I'm a timber wolf, and you just a mini crook. Won't let you off any hook. And plenty rooks thinking that they can get me shook, but on top of the scoring title, I'm locking up like Michael, the Jordan, and beforehand, I had the floor plan and the door hand, so they adore him. I can't let it slide. I can't let it slide. Nah. Look like we got another one of them. Popping at the mouth or the side of his neck when he pouts, no argument, no rebuttal from. He ain't from my town, I don't know him, so I'm guessing he's a clown like he wanted me to love on him. But you know that ain't my style, yet he still got my name in his mouth and I ain't running for cover from. A bunch of lambs, how you figure you getting fame from my clout, so let's get this cleared now. I'm cold like in Eastern February, but that hating isn't necessary. You being petty cause you see me rising, becoming legendary, and you talking down like you very scary. Come on, dude. Get on, fool. Typing and writing on a post too. Get a cosign when you wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight in the produce section at Whole Foods. I already told you. Since my adolescence, I had to stress that never being less than being excellent is the motto I follow. For throttle, I gotta be some sort of testament. If I strive to do it, be the best at it. So testing this is rather pointless than pandemonium. My opponent, full of baloney, I'm owning him. He's a phony one, cause I can't allow it. I'm overpowered like Bowser, and your mouth is writing checks with a negative balance. You can't cash that. I don't think it's covered by that Affleck. High side if you want, but you putting on a bad act. I promise you, it ain't worth it. It's more than getting laughed at. You don't want to task that, so back and do oblige. I'm killing it like it's a pesticide. I'm prepared if you get in my way. The endeavor's fine. I never settle, I got the better mind. So if you knocking my grind, I just can't let it slide. I just wanna be who I wanna be. I ain't getting in nobody's way, but if you get in mine, then you're gonna be in a bad place. Nah, don't get me wrong. Please don't misunderstand my tone. I created my own lane, so you ain't got no business being in it. So you should see why I can't let it slide. are rather controversial. Who would have thought that I ain't catching all slack and I have enemies on my ball sack? I'm thinking insanity's what you call that, and I just get appalled at. I'm blacker than Nina the Simone. I just want freedom and want all these people left alone. How in the world is that chapping you? Laughable, you catch an attitude. Glad that you going mad cause my attributes call me bad and a radical, but that is so irrational. Mathematically, I'm past that degree to these rapper dudes. Had another latitude and that'll prove you lacking too. You roll with a pack of dudes that last you cause you whacking your raps a poo. You need a faculty that's backing you. Your rapping is not compatible. Battle me and that'll be the day. There'll be a casualty and that don't mean you have to go away. It don't matter to me. Tactically, I'm leaving nothing left. So you can get a step or you can kick rocks like you work construction on a 10th block. So don't do it, you foolish, if you thinking that I've since stopped. I'm just getting started, so when this drop, get ready. Cause I ain't playing about you, I'm praying that you try to get fly like a pterodactyl. I'm staring at you, you better back up, you're daring to try. Apparently I've earned it all, not just a piece of the pie, so I can't let it slide.
I just wanna be who I wanna be. I ain't getting in nobody's way, but if you get in mine, then you're gonna be in a bad place. Now don't get me wrong, please don't misunderstand my tone. I created my own lane, so you ain't got no business being in it. So you should see why I can't let it slide.
Nah, I done did a lot just to get by, so I can't let it slide. I escaped the mental shackles, I ain't got patience for these bastards, I can't let it slide. I ain't saying I'll attack you, I'm saying this bigger than rappers. I'm saying that you need to back up, so back up. I'm saying that this would not end in a tie. I can't let it slide. Tell me what's worse than learning all that you led to believe was all horse crap. They distort, so question as if you Warshak. Horsemen, forcemen, and they've long been having the course mapped. It ain't that you can't see, cause you can find it, Holmes, it's that you don't want to. You cope by putting the blinders on. I've been trying to find some kind of way, but I've kinda known that y'all would rather whine and latch to nonsense cause your mind is gone. I can't save every person, and politicking is bringing the worst out the very earth. And every perk of living on this turf is being chipped at and nerfed, but I can't sit back and lurk. I've got to hit back, I'm certain it's my purpose. And it's a beautiful thing too. Hold up. Hey. Looking at the technological advances. I used to be on dial-up looking for answers. Now what? Underappreciating was candid. And 20 years later, we got computers that hand fit. Used to be playing Sega Genesis with bros. Now I'm gaming with some folks on the other side of the globe. Used to go through a label if you trying to blow. Now people got more options on the table, gotta post. Social media.
We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Work Grift. I am Cannon Hotep. I appreciate you guys joining me. Give you guys a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I appreciate you for it. I definitely appreciate you for it. So, man, Christmas is coming up quick, ain't it? Christmas is coming up quick. How many of y'all still doing Christmas shopping out there? How many of you guys out there still doing Christmas shopping? Excuse me. Let's see. There we go. Me, I'm pretty much done. I got to get a couple more things. We got Tyler Durden is a stupid name in the building. We got Dan Glenn in the building. What's going on? I got a couple more things to get, but I'm pretty much done, man. Christmas is overrated. Christmas is overrated. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of people making it about themselves. Even the people giving gifts out to people are making it about themselves. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I got my son, I got him the PS5, right? I got him a PS5 sitting over here in the corner. My daughter, she just wanted like some Jordans and some other stuff like that. I'm not one of the people that want to do a whole bunch of like last minute shopping. That just ain't me, right? People be in the stores acting a fool. You got people lurking in the shadows trying to steal your shit. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got time for that. You know what I mean? I definitely don't want to put nobody in the hospital for the holiday season. Because it ain't going to be me, goddammit. It ain't going to be me. But anyway, if you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we live. Let people know we live. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. You know, let me know what you think about the topic at hand. If you want to donate to the channel, super chats are always welcome. It's the fastest way to get your comment read on the air. Rumble rants, same thing, fastest way to get your comment read on the air. And if you want to donate directly, hey, you can always leave a tip in my Cash App. $Cannon Hotep. $Cannon Hotep. One other option is you can become an A1 member of the Cannon Army by joining my A1 club. It should be, if you're on the desktop, I don't know if they do it with the phones yet, but if you're on the desktop, just hit join. You can join monthly for a cup of coffee. It's just a cup of coffee, $3.99 a month. Shit, that might be cheaper than a cup of coffee right now. You know what I mean? You know, help support your favorite YouTubers. Also, if you're over on Rumble and you don't have a Rumble account, what are you waiting on, man? Get that Rumble account. Get your Rumble account. It's free. It's easy. Right? It's free and easy. You know, take a couple minutes and then you can subscribe to your favorite YouTubers. A lot of your favorite YouTubers are making that move to Rumble because we can talk what we want to talk. Shit, this stream right here might not make it. This stream might not make it. Hold on real quick, guys. Sorry about that. Had to answer the phone for the wife real quick. Oh, you can do it on mobile? That's what's up, Emmanuel. If you can, yo, tell people how to do that. But you can join my channel. You know what I mean? A cup of coffee a month, $3.99 a month, which $2.90 is it $2.99? I think it's $2.99 a month. So it's cheaper than a cup of coffee. You know what I mean? Every little bit helps. Everything goes back to the channel. Anyway, this wonderful, wonderful song that you hear in the background is from DJ Quads. This is called Let It Snow by DJ Quads. Check it out. The music you was listening to in the beginning, that's Young Ripper, aka Eric July. Eric July, aka Young Ripper, with his Rap Circle album. This shit is fire. Period. Full stop. This shit is fire, and it's nice of him, right, to sit there and he lets us use his music as non-copyright music for our stream. So salute to Eric July for allowing content creators to use his music and for his ever expanding Ripperverse and the success he's been having with that. Anyway, I appreciate you guys, man. Let's see. All right, let's get back to it. Yeah, Backwards is good too. Yeah, Backwards, he's the lead singer for Backwards, right? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm sure you guys, I'm pretty sure I'm late to the party. I've seen it. But I ain't really look into it until today. This guy that by the name of Joseph Bruno, right? This guy by the name of Joseph Bruno, he's a dean of students at some private school, right? And he got caught on video bragging about bringing butt plugs and dildos into school for children. In the school for children. So we're going to get into that, man, because this is getting out of hand. So not only do we have Drag Queen Story Hour, right? Not only do we have people like Joel Roth thinking it's okay for students to have or questioning if students should have sex with the teachers or not, right? We got people like this guy. He's a dean, the dean of students at a private school, right? Asking or saying that, you know, he letting kids come in with, like, it's just, boy, it's just hard to say, right? Letting kids play with dildos and shit like that. This shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy. Anyway, we're gonna get into that. Let me see. See if I can't get it out real quick. What the fuck is, there we go. This is from the New York Post, guys. Let's get right into this. From the New York Post, elite Chicago prep school dean brags about kids handling sex toys in class. The dean of students at an elite $42,000 a year Chicago prep school has been filmed bragging about kids playing with dildos and butt plugs. Quote, in class while getting tips on having queer sex. While getting tips on having queer sex. Bruh.
Really, nigga?
An LGBTQ plus health center. An LGBTQ health center came in and they were passing around butt plugs and dildos to my students, talking about queer sex, using lube versus using spit. Bruno said,
really, nigga?
Bro. We're going to get into the video. Bruno said they were passing around butt plugs and dildos to my students, talking about queer sex, using lube versus using spit in a classroom while I was sitting there. Bruno said, noting it was for kids as young as 14. They're just like passing around dildos and butt plugs. The kids are just playing with them, he said. He said of the high schoolers. Jesus Christ. They're like first off, he's a dean of students. He keeps saying they're like anyway. They're like, how does this butt plug work? How does this work? He said, with the drag queen there to pass out cookies and brownies and do photos. This is the drag queen that was there, guys. Drag queen Alexis Bevels was also there to pass out cookies and brownies and do photos. The clip secretly filmed in a coffee shop. Bruno confirmed that he had not told trustees about the sex toy lesson, insisting he felt no need to because they would find it wonderful.
Really, nigga?
They will find it wonderful, guys. They will find it wonderful.
Shit.
Got a hard time believing that. Unless the whole board of trustees is Alphabet. And even if that's the case, let's get into this. Hold on. That's a real cool part of my job. I don't have to worry about stuff like that. He was recorded as saying, bragging about how he had so much freedom and so much money to do stuff at the school. Bruno refused to answer questions when Project Veritas chief James O'Keefe confronted him outside the school door, with the guerrilla journalist loudly calling out in front of kids, "Sir, ain't no butt plugs and toys." Jesus Christ. All right, so check it right. I don't care what you do, right? I don't care if you dress and drag. I don't care if you're a part of the LGBTQ community. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're queer. I don't care what you are. We should all be able to agree that the actions taken by this dean, the actions allowed by this dean, are heinous and should have never happened. We all should be able to agree that giving kids sex toys to play with in school is some devious and deviant shit. Like, come on. Think about that. You paying $42,000 a year for your kid to go to school to learn reading, writing, arithmetic, college prep. Instead of learning about college prep, they learning about prep just in case they get the fucking home in Virginia. And this is allowed to go on. And you know, for the people, right? For the people who don't believe that this is what the fuck was going on in this school. For the people who don't believe that this is what the fuck was going on in this school, right? Okay. Let's go over here and let's is this it right here? Yep, this is the video right here. Let's go ahead and check this shit out. First off, I'm gonna say fair use in the views. The views and opinions expressed by Project Veritas and Joseph Bruno do not represent the views of Hotep Nation, Canon Hotep, or YouTube. There you go.
I had like our LGBTQ plus health center come in. They were passing around butt plugs and dildos to my students.
I had the LGBTQ health center come in. The health center did it. They call it a health center. Since when do health centers pass around sex toys? Somebody explain that to me. Somebody explain that to me. Health center. So they're going under the guise of being a health center.
Talking about queer sex, using lube versus using spit.
Meet Joe Bruno, Dean of Students at the prestigious Francis W. Parker Private School in Chicago, which happens to charge $40,000 per student.
They're just like passing around dildos, butt plugs. The kids are just playing with them. They're like, how does this butt plug work? How do we do, like, how does this work? That's a really like cool part of my job.
Parents might be stunned to learn that Bruno's version of love and acceptance means handing out sex toys to underage students.
So I've been the dean for 4 years. During Pride, we do a Pride Week every year, and I had like our LGBTQ plus health center come in. They were passing around butt plugs and dildos to my students, talking about queer sex.
Hey, come on, guys. There we go. This is ridiculous, right? He's bragging about. I swear, I stood to this day. I don't understand how Project Veritas pull this shit off. I don't understand. These people be really wanting to tell on themselves. They really just want people to know. They really think it's okay. They really think it's okay. Think about it, right? You can ask these questions. You would wonder, be like, who the fuck are you and why are you asking me these questions? No, but fucking sexual deviants, yo, they don't care. Y'all remember watching like To Catch a Predator? You ever notice how the predators never knocked on the door? They just fucking walked the fuck in. Some of us should walk in butt fucking naked. And then Chris Hansen come out there and these motherfuckers don't even run. They still just be sitting there. You can't tell me that it ain't something wrong with them people. Period.
Using lube versus using spit.
Who is this?
This is an LGBTQ plus health center came in to talk to my high school.
I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the whole health center thing. How's that a health center? That sounds like a fucking sex shop to me. Wait for them to be like, oh, well, they had quarter booths, they brought in quarter booths and all this other shit. Like, this shit is crazy. $42,000 to send your kid to a fucking alphabet indoctrination school is what this shit was. Kids as young as 14. I think it was 14 to 18.
Nice. They're just like passing around dildos, butt plugs. The kids are just playing with them. They're looking at them.
In the school?
In a classroom.
Wow.
Yeah. While I'm sitting there. And we had a drag queen come in, pass out cookies and brown.
There he is. You can't deny that he wasn't in there. Can't deny he wasn't in there.
Brownies and do photos.
It's so amazing. And everybody's cool with that, like the butt plugs and the dildos. Nobody complains.
No.
I mean, if the parents found out, would they?
No. It's queer sex. This is the drag queen that came in.
What's her name?
Alexis Bevels.
Alexis Bevels.
And just hung out in my classroom.
And was there?
Or hung out in my...
You hear his tone of voice. And just hung out in my classroom. Like, he thinks it's cool. He thinks this shit is okay. He think this shit is okay. The dean of students. I don't even know how he got the fucking job. Like I said, unless the board of trustees, they're all alphabet. But even if that's the case, this shit still should be unfucking acceptable. Unfucking acceptable.
My office.
You have so much freedom, and so much wiggle room.
So much freedom, so much money.
I mean,
to do stuff.
Trustees are okay with that too? They don't know.
They would. It's like I wouldn't even like run it by them. Like, why would I run it by them? They'd
Why would I run it by them?
be like, oh my god, that's wonderful.
They would be like, oh my god, that's wonderful. Maybe didn't run it by them because they knew they would have fucking, there was a good chance they was going to goon hand you out of there. It was a good chance they were going to pick you up by the back of your drawers and toss you out into the street. It might have been a good chance they called the authorities on you and had you escorted from the premises. But then again, I don't know. I don't know who the board of trustees is because allegedly, they from what I've been hearing is that they came to the defense of this guy.
14, 18. They're like, how does this go?
All right. This shit is unacceptable, yo. This shit is unacceptable. This shit is unacceptable. We send our kids to school. Excuse me. Where is it at? We send our kids to school to learn what they need to learn to survive in life, right? And like I said before, guys, they want to indoctrinate our children because it's too late for us. It's too late to try to indoctrinate us, right? You got some of the normies and the NPCs out there that you can program, but that's few and far between. But our children, the little sponges they are, the little impressionable minds that they are, they know it's easy to do that with them. They know it's easy to push some shit like this on them. We know it's easy for them to make it seem like this shit is some normal shit to them. So they do it. And they know the parents are going to give them pushback. So what they try to do, they try to pass legislation that take parents out of the schools. Remember the quote unquote don't say gay bill, which actually was the parental rights and education bill that was signed into law by Ron DeSantis in Florida? Y'all remember that? They kept demonizing it. Even the media was demonizing it. The don't say gay bill. Basically it was saying that you can't teach kids this shit, right? You can't teach kids this shit. You can't teach kids about sex and sexuality and it doesn't matter whether it's gay or straight, right? You can't teach that shit without the parents' consent. And it should not be, and it cannot be taught to any kid from the 3rd grade below. And if it's taught to any of the kids, I guess 4th grade and up, it has to be per the consent of the parent. But they demonize that bill because they want to have full control over your children. They want to have full agency over your children. They want to be able to teach your kids whatever the fuck they want to teach them without your consent. And if you say no, then that's a form of child abuse. Remember during the whole pandemonium with the Yammeens, the round trip with the layover, where they wanted kids to be allowed to take it and make the decision without their parents' consent? This is where we're moving, man. This is where we're moving. That's that Overton window shifting, guys. That's that goalpost shifting. That's the goalpost shifting. Check this shit out. This is from what? This is from National Review. Chicago school defends sex toy event amid backlash over undercover video. Check this shit out. Oh my gosh. A prestigious private school in Chicago, Francis West Parker defended Dean of Students Joe Bruno on Thursday following the release of a video in which he said the school's LGBTQ sex education programming includes passing around sex toys and instructing students on how to use them. During Pride Week, we do a Pride Week every year, and I had our LGBTQ health center come in. They were passing around plugs and dildos to my students. I feel uncomfortable saying this shit to my students, talking about queer sex using lubes versus spit, blah blah blah. Okay. However, the release of the undercover video apparently has not shaken Francis W. Parker's school's faith in Bruno. The school defended him in a statement released Thursday. He was filmed without his knowledge or permission while describing one example of our inclusive LGBTQ plus affirming and comprehensive approach to sex education. Veritas deceptively edited the video with malicious intent, the statement said, as reported by WGN TV. According to the outlet, the statement also said Parker administrators and Parker Board of Trustees support Parker's programming, the strength and inclusivity of our curriculum, and the dedicated and talented faculty and staff that teach it.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Parents, especially the parents of this school, you should pull your kid from that school right now. You should pull your kid from that school right now. That's not what you pay $42,000 a year for. Fuck, that shit shouldn't even be in a public school. To handing your kids sex toys and teaching them how to play with them. And the board of trustees is okay with that. The board of trustees is okay with that. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go let my wife in. All right, I'm back. So, I guess Bruno wasn't lying. The board of trustees in the school is okay with this degeneracy. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're queer, you're trans. I don't care. Like Martin said, if your name was Tank and you want to change your name to Tina and wear little tankies, all right? Do what you want to do. However, this shit should not be forced on our children. Our kids should not be taught shit like this. Our kids should not be taught shit like this. That should be left up to the parents. I would argue that sexual education in school should be done away with, period, full stop. Period, full stop. And even when I was in school, when the school was time for health class to teach that portion of the curriculum, they sent a letter home and my parents had to sign it and send it back to school. If they did not, I was excused from the class and had to go sit in another class while the class learned about sexual education. Some of my friends had that happen. You know, some of my Muslim friends in high school, some of my Indian friends in high school, parents said they had to leave. They couldn't be in the classroom. Never mind the school. How did the parents feel about this shit? How did the parents feel? Right? Because this shit isn't right, guys. This shit isn't right. And he keeps his job. And he gets to keep teaching kids this shit, yo. He gets to keep teaching kids this shit. Check this one out here. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream, guys. Let people know we live. Share the stream. Let people know we're live. Everybody should see this nonsense. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Joe Bruno.
Yes.
Hi there. James O'Keefe with Project Veritas.
Hell no. To the no.
He already knew he fucked up.
On camera here talking about giving anal sex toys and butt plugs to little children.
They're just like passing around dildos, butt plugs. The kids are just playing with them.
Sir, why are you running? Why are you running away?
Why are you running?
Sir, anal butt plugs and toys?
Those butt plugs. The kids.
James O'Keefe looked around like, oh shit, these kids are around. You can see it in his face. You can see it in his face when he said it out loud. He looked like, oh shit, there's some kids here. Holy shit.
They're just like passing around dildos, butt plugs. The kids are
Watch
just playing
face.
with them.
Watch
Sir,
James' face.
Why are you running? Why are you running away?
Why are you running?
Sir, anal butt plugs and toys?
James O'Keefe said, oh shit, that's right. This kid, like he immediately was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't pursue this. Holy shit. He's like, yeah, maybe I should not pursue this.
Excuse me?
Bruno, just excuse me. This guy, this teacher is talking about giving sex toys to your children.
This is the space where we're dismissing children.
Right.
This is a space where we're dismissing children.
Can you actually evacuate the patio?
Right,
please?
but
She heard everything he said, and and she immediately comes to the defense of him.
he was giving sex toys to the
I
children.
understand. I have children.
I understand I have children here. I understand. Now, I don't know if she's saying I understand what he did. I have children here. I know. Or what?
Children here?
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
Please evacuate.
We're leaving. But he was talking about giving sex toys to children.
Thank you for leaving.
Well, you know where he lands on the spectrum right here. With his R&B jacket. Fucking motherfucker got his R&B jacket on.
Toys to children.
Thank you for leaving.
We understand. Reporters asking someone a question. We are leaving. You bet. As you can see, he ran into the building as quickly as possible. Are we allowed to stand on the sidewalk, sir?
Sidewalk, I can't control that.
Thank you. We're going to stand on the sidewalk right here. Do you know a Joseph Bruno? Bruno?
Then you got
Bueller.
But then you got parents coming down recording. Like this
Yes,
guy right here.
you're
starts
filming me.
recording.
We're filming you too. Joe Bruno, your dean of students, talking about giving sex toys to children. Okay.
Seems like to me, Francis W. Parker private school in Chicago is a LGBTQ indoctrination school to me. When you got the staff reacting in that capacity, and you have the board of trustees responding with a written statement in that capacity, makes it seem like there's a hidden agenda in that school. Am I wrong about that? Sounds like that school got some more shit happening there. It sounds like that school got a lot more to hide. Let's look something up real quick. Let's see. I would like to know who graduated from the school, guys. Just find that interesting. Let's see. Just interested to know. Let's see. I can't read it. Let's see. Oh man, I can't find the alumni list. I would have loved to see the alumni list. That'd have been interesting to look at. But I'm telling you guys, it seems like to me, right, that this school has some an ill agenda toward children. Let's see. 1901 is when the school opened. 1901 is when the school opened. Try to send. Let's do this. All right, here we go. I usually don't like using Wikipedia, y'all. but in the interest of this, let's go ahead and do it. So, let's see, we got Paul Anderson, who apparently is an actor. We got Jonathan Alter, liberal journalist, critic, author, and editor of Newsweek for Newsweek. Jennifer Beals, Flashdance, Devil in a Blue Dress, the L Word. Oh, the L Word, is that right? Okay. Sir Henry, Shannon? I don't know who that is. He looked like he wouldn't be with all this shit. Carl Herman. Let's see if we know anybody else on this list. These are notable alumni. Bobby Florschman, screenwriter. Let's see. Anne Heche went to this school. Okay. Oh, Celeste Holmaux went there too. I actually watched like some old films from her. Peter Jackson. I think he was, yeah, I remember him. He was on House. Peter Jackson, I remember him. He was like the doctor that was like a janitor or some shit like that. Let's see. Just looking at the list, trying to see who I recognize. Brad Thor. Billy Zane. Well, I guess we can all say that this is a liberal school. You can all say it's a liberal school. Thing about it is, I don't know if it was that way back then. You know what I mean? As far as the agenda is trying to push right now. Daryl Hannah was in Splash with Tom Hanks. Blonde chick, okay. But this is the crazy part, guys, is that there's schools all over the United States trying to teach our kids this nonsense. There's schools all over the United States trying to teach our kids this nonsense. And now you got a private school that's been outed. A private school that's been outed with teaching kids about, quote, queer sex, the difference between lube and spit, and letting them play with sex toys in school. None of the mainstream media seem to have an issue with it. Most of the mainstream media are trying to throw this guy some bail in the school, some bail. The board at the school defended him. They defended him and they allow it. From the sound of it, some of these parents are on board with it. This is the road we're going down, everybody. This is the road that we're going down. This is the road that we're going down. This is why Hoteps want to start with, we preach homeschooling. That's why we preach homeschooling, right? At the very minimum, you need to be involved, right? You need to be involved in what your kids learn in school. When your kids come home from school, you need to debrief them. Find out what they're learning. Take a look at their classwork. Are there any issues? Did the teacher say anything weird? This stuff you got to do. This stuff that I do. My daughter get in the car and my daughter goes to an art school, right? She goes to a school for the arts, essentially. And she told me, she said, yo, they weird. That school's weird. She said the other day she wished she just went to a regular high school. I said, is everything okay? Like, is anything happening to you? She's like, no, nothing happens to me. It's just, everybody's just weird. She said, we got a boy that walks around on all fours because he thinks he's a wolf. And the teachers allow it. I'm not lying to you guys. She said, we got these kids that call themselves furries in our schools, and the teachers allow this stuff. This is where public education is going. This is where your child's education, this is where everything's leading to now. The indoctrination of our children. You guys ever seen Fahrenheit 451? You ever seen Equilibrium? Remember Equilibrium where Christian Bale's kids told on him? They told on him because I guess he was, I don't know if he wasn't taking his pills or I forgot what it was. I got the movie on DVD, but he wasn't taking his pills or something. Now I want to go back and watch it. All right. That's what they're doing. They're turning our kids into little snitches, little informants. They want to make it easy for them to touch our children. They want to make it easier for them to do whatever they want with our kids. The shit is disheartening. Ray Bradbury, thank you. Like this shit is disheartening, man. To sit there and listen to quote unquote a dean of students say that with confidence, and that, oh no, the school will be cool with it. I ain't gotta ask permission because they just gonna be like, all right, that's great. But it's telling you it's a fucking lie. Like, no, there's no way. And then to read the statement from the fucking board of trustees say, yeah, we back him 100%. This is a private school, by the way. Makes you wonder. $42,000 a year, guys. That's how much it costs to lose your child. It's $42,000 a year. That's how much it costs to lose your child. That's the price of your child. Thing is, it's a little harder for public schools for them to do this shit, right? It's a little harder. There's some barriers in public school. Private schools can do whatever they want. And to see the list of people that's in this school, right? See the list of people that came out of the school of note. I wouldn't be shocked if this school was some kind of like I said, an indoctrination camp for children. Honestly, people like that need to be thrown to the wood chipper. There's no way that guy should have a job after that. There's no way that guy should have a job after that. He thought it was okay. Ages 14 to 18. Last I checked, 14 to 17 is not legal. 14 to 17 not even legal. 14-year-old to 17-year-old can't even walk into a sex toy shop. A 14 to 17-year-old can't even walk into a sex toy shop. Tyler Durden said Treadstone for tots. Monique says afternoon. It was surprising at a private school. You would think with the parents paying out of pocket, they would be more vocal. Yeah, unless the parents are all for this shit. Unless the parents is all for it, Monique. J.A. says, why is it so hard to leave kids alone? It's really not that hard unless you're mentally ill, period. I agree. Steph says the butt plugs were just a tip. Tip of the the butt plugs were just the tip of the shit. Pause. Yeah. Tyler Durden says, what's Lori Lightfoot? What is Lori Lightfoot? She doesn't look human. Man. Yeah, man. It seems like they were all in on it. The parents, the faculty, right? The board, everybody's in on it. Lori Lightfoot could give a shit less. She probably sent her, well, she probably ain't got no kids. If she had kids, she probably sent them there too. Stuff says, at least I understand and why this, and this is, I understand and this is why shit like this is allowed to happen. That is true. Boarding schools are wealthy daycares for people who cannot be bothered to be parents. Thing about it is, guys, is this guy Joseph Bruno. All this shit is his idea, right? First off, why you got a Pride Week at your school? The kids don't need to be learning about that shit. That's not for them. They can do that shit when they in college. They do all that fucking experimentation when they in college. It's not for you to be forcing on these kids. It's not for you to be forcing on them kids. Hey, look at this shit, y'all.
What's her name?
Alexis Bevels.
Alexis Bevels.
I just hung out in my class.
Reading the GABCs. Reading the GABCs to elementary school age children. A joyful alphabet book of LGBTQ vocabulary is what she's reading, or he's what they're reading to these kids. And they think it's just fucking peachy. They think it's okay. They think it's okay. Like I said, parents, you gotta deprogram your kids when they come home. It may get to a point where we just gotta homeschool our kids. I just found out here in Maryland, all I gotta do is give like a 2-week notice to the fucking school that I'm pulling my kids from school and going to fucking homeschool them. But this shit is unacceptable. This shit is unacceptable and it's sick. It's sick. Who in their right mind would bring sex toys or allow sex toys into a school for children to play with? Think about that. They think it's okay. Appreciate it. That's DJ Quad, Let It Snow. It's his remix of it. There's another one that I wanted to play that I think is dope. It's one thing if they're doing this shit with their own children, but they deliberately target children of those that can reproduce. Ooh, damn, that was a bar. Tyler Durden says, M is for monkey. Speak no evil. Oh, you got to speak. I got to get a new app where it allows me to see the emojis. O is for ouch. P is for pox. Oh, man. Or those who engage in homosexual relations. Shit is sad, man. Shit is sad. Here it is right here. This one's pretty dope too. But anyway, guys, I just thought I'd bring that to your attention. This shit is crazy, man. This is what they teach. These are the people that surround our children every day, right? Like I say before, this is what I like. These teachers, these deans, this faculty, guidance counselors, they're around our children more than we are, right? They see our children for what, like 6 hours, almost 7 hours a day, compared to what, like we might see our kids for 4 hours or something like that. So they have all this influence over our children. They have all this influence over our children. And if we're not careful and we don't ask our kids how their day went, what they learned in school, if we don't deprogram or debrief our kids, they're gonna do whatever they want with our children. They're gonna indoctrinate our children. They're gonna tell our sons that it's okay to be a fucking a girl. That is, if you feel like you're a girl today, then be it. You want to wear a dress today, tell your parents, go get you a dress. They're gonna tell little girls, oh no, it's okay, you don't have to be a girl today, you can be a boy. You wanna go in the boys' bathroom, go ahead. You wanna go in the girls' bathroom, go ahead. It's the same reason why Target mixed the boys and girls clothes in with each other and trying to, you know, make these unisex outfits for these kids. They're trying to blur the lines of sexuality and gender at an early age. They're trying to blur those lines at an early age. And they want our children to go along with it. Because like I said, it's too late for us. We too old. But their young, impressionable minds can soak it all in. And it's going to get to a point where if you don't fall in line with it, they're going to call it some sort of child abuse and they're going to take your kid from you and they're going to be a ward of the state. That's what they're working towards. That's what they're working towards. See, back in the day, they used to take children from unwedded women. They used to take children from unwedded women and put them on orphan trains. Don't believe me? Go look it up. They used to take children from unmarried women, right? If you were pregnant or whatever, they would take your kid. Next thing you know, your kid was on an orphan train. And the government did whatever they saw fit with the kids. Put them in the coal mines. You know what I mean? Put them in the factories or whatever they did with the children. They did that. Now they coming back to take custody of your kids now. You can't let that happen, guys. They're coming after our children. Our children are under attack. Our children are under attack. So deal with that information which you will, but just please keep an eye on your kids, guys. Keep an eye on your kids. Fuego de Basurero, this is how you say it over on Rumble, says, greetings. I always seem to miss the live broadcast. Glad I caught this one. The board would be people just like him. That's true. That's what we found out. Handy Bob says, good morning. Fuego says the board would likely be well aware of who all staff is through the hiring and vetting process. These people are there because of this and not in spite. They did the same thing with us junior high 89 and 90. Sent a letter home. It was kind of a big deal. Yeah, you're talking about the letter that you had to get signed from your parents saying that you can participate in sexual education and health class. What's wrong with that? Now they're trying to get rid of that. Now they're trying to just teach it. Parents don't even got to know. And the thing about it is that a lot of these parents, they don't pay attention to what their kids are learning in school. They don't pay their kids attention, period. You know, when we learned this shit, you know when parents started paying attention to their kids, right? You know when parents started paying attention was during the pandemonium, when their kids were sitting at home on their computers and parents were overhearing what their kids were learning. That's when people started opening their eyes. That's when people started opening their eyes. Then you started getting those protests in like, was it Wisconsin? I think it was Minnesota. I think it's Minnesota, and in Virginia, about the curriculum that their kids were learning. That's when we started learning about drag story hour. And apparently somebody must have ratted Bruno out to Veritas, because I'm pretty sure the school been flying under the radar for a long time doing this shit. I guarantee it. And probably some parent found out about it or whatever and gave it to Project Veritas. Like I said, people, please, guys, please keep an eye on your kids. Find out what your kids are learning in school, people. Yeah, it's very sad, Monique. But just understand, this is what they want to teach your kids. They're not just doing this shit in private schools. They're doing this shit in charter schools. They're doing this shit in public schools. You thought a teacher coming on to your kid was the worst part? Imagine them teaching your kid at an early age that it's okay to fuck their teacher. Because that's what they want to teach. That's what they want your kids to think. We learned that from Yoel Roth. Yoel Roth, that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. Yoel Roth wanted Grindr or Tinder or whatever it's called. Grindr. He wanted Grindr to make a special section for underage kids. They want to promote underage sexuality. You had a school in California where they were teaching elementary school kids, I think kindergartners and first graders, that it was okay to touch themselves. It feels good. I remember Amazing Lucas did a video on that. That shit was fucking crazy. I thought it was some bullshit until I looked it up myself. They had a whole video teaching kids that it was okay to touch themselves and it feels good. And these kids was in fucking kindergarten and first grade. I guess in their eyes, it ain't sexual assault unless you're willing. Fuego said all Veritas stuff is from tip-offs. Yeah. Shit is fucking sad, man. Anyway, that's all I got today. I appreciate you guys rolling with me. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we were live. If you're catching the replay, let me know what you think about the topic at hand. Do you think this guy, Joseph Bruno, should be hauled off to a wood chipper? Do you think he should be fired? Do you think this school should be shut down? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, it's Cannon Hotep saying stay safe, stay well, stay strapped. Keep it on your kids. Talk to them. Ask them what they're learning in school. I'll holler at you.
Take notes, niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.